So you want to be a critic.
I think you could have worn some better clothes today. I was just being a critic.
I don't have any better clothes.
A good critic is worth his weight in gold.
Ugh. Well, a good critique, maybe.
Okay, there
so
you go.
if someone gives you a good review, then that's worth its weight in gold.
And a good review doesn't have to be just all.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be super nice and super, everything's perfect. You know, I think, look, if you're getting one in the newspaper, it's nice to get one that's just glorious because people are basing whether or not they're going to see the movie based on what this person said. So those are good to get.
Yeah.
But if you're looking to improve your filmmaking through some sort of post-mortem activity, like you're done with the movie, now let's let people watch it and then dissect it, analyze it. What made it work? What made it not work? Right? So that's sort of a post-mortem on your film, which is healthy. It's a good thing to do, is to look and see, did we do that right? Could we have done that better? Would I have done that any different now
what could
today?
we have done? Yeah.
You know, because as you grow as a storyteller, what you'll find is you'll go back and look at your early work and go, oh, geez, did we really do that? That was terrible. That was so stupid. Why did we do that? I'm never doing that again.
Well, and that's the point. The feedback that you get, you're probably not going to go out and remake your film from the feedback that you got.
But you will get better.
But you'll get better. You won't make the same mistakes. And being a good critic, I mean, the whole purpose of this curricula, or this curriculum, is to help you become give better feedback.
Absolutely.
And receive that good
learn
feedback.
how to
receive
take it.
that
Yeah,
feedback.
because, I mean, we were doing a documentary a few years ago, and it was a tough documentary. It was a hard subject. And we brought a few close friends together to watch the film so that we could get an audience feedback. This is the very first audience who'd ever seen this, and it was about child trafficking. So it was it was a hard subject. And we didn't know how far you could push an audience with this subject before it was too far. And this was kind of the test of that, right? And to see if some of the things that we had put in the film were working. And right after the film, there was a question that we called on the gentleman to ask, and the response was interesting because the response was, well, this particular person in the film didn't seem so bad. It was a trafficker. Well, they didn't seem so bad. And there was a person on our team who, really just, they got so mad, they got so frustrated that how could you possibly think that? When in fact, what he needed to be doing was what we were doing, and we had warned him, don't do that, because you're going to shut down communication.
Right.
If you're going to jump all over, just sit back,
Listen to the feedback.
Listen to what people are saying, because they're not wrong in how they feel. You might think they're wrong, but they feel that way, and they generally feel that way, and they're warranted. They're justified to feel that way because you showed them something, and you don't get to talk after your film is over, right? You had that chance when you were making it. Now it's time to listen to what the critics say about your film, to what the viewers say about your film. What makes it work? What makes it not work? Sit back and listen. And if you want to, you could go back and recut it and adjust those things, improve it. We must have done 40 different test screenings before we found that line that was this is where it ought to be.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, sorry, were you?
No, go ahead.
I think one of the things that, whether you're a critic or you're receiving criticism, recognize that whoever's watching your film, if you're receiving criticism, they're watching it for the first time. You have been entrenched in it for potentially weeks, months,
You know
years.
the story like nobody else does.
So listen to that criticism. Then if you're watching it for the first time, you're invaluable.
Yep.
So take on that responsibility of who you really are. I mean, these are fresh eyes. So
Those are valuable to any filmmaker.
Oh, incredibly valuable. Give that feedback that's going to be helpful to the filmmaker. Whether or not they're going to do anything with that feedback on that particular film,
and that could be something
that
could literally be something like, man, the audio was really good, but I think it could have been improved just a little bit more by adding a little bit of Foley.
Right.
Something like that. I mean, help these people, help your fellow filmmakers see through some of the things that maybe they missed or maybe they could improve, and then praise them for the things that they did get right, right? That's what it's all about.
I think this curriculum will be invaluable to you as a filmmaker or as a critic. And take the principles, apply them, put on some thick skin if you're the filmmaker, but listen and give good feedback.